Happy spring. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a how-to on making these sweet little spring or Easter pocketbooks for little girls. They're just so cute. And I'll show you step by step how to make these. They're just adorable. And with Easter coming up, I'm trying to give you some time if you'd like to make some of these before Easter. When growing up, my mom would make my sister and I Easter dresses, and she also made matching pocketbooks. She would take the fabric left over from the Easter dress and make each of us a little pocketbook. And she'd even make our hats. She was a very, very talented woman. And I don't get the chance to do stuff for little girls. I had 2 boys, no girls, and now I have 6 grandsons and 1 teenage granddaughter. So these are going to go to my beautician's daughters. They're young, and I think they would very much appreciate these. So let's learn how to make these cute little pocketbooks. And also, if you wanted to adjust the pattern and make it bigger to make yourself a pocketbook, they're just really easy and fun to make. So let's get started. Here are the things that I used. I had a pattern from my mom's pattern stash from 1979, and I can tell you we made every one of these pocketbooks growing up. But that's the little round shoulder bag that we're going to make, and who doesn't remember these belts in the 80s? So I'm so glad to have that pattern. I'm going to use that a lot. But that pocketbook was a little bit too big for a little girl, so I cut the pattern down to this size, and that's the flap that goes over. So it's basically 2 pattern pieces, and then of course we're going to cut a strap. So you can see the measurements of this pattern, and then here are the fabrics I picked up at Joann's, and I've got a yellow with a polka dot matching for the lining and a pink with a pink polka dot matching for the lining. Here are the pieces cut out. This is the back of the tote bag, the interfacing, iron-on interfacing, some ribbon to go around, and then that's the front pocket. And I cut out the same for the daisy bag, and I had some daisy ribbon in my lace stash. So this is what, make sure you use some of this iron-on Pellon. I've got that in my Amazon storefront. I will link that below. That makes your pocketbook nice and stiff. All right, so I'm going to iron on that fusible interfacing right to the floral print, and that is the outside of our bag. And I did that for the pink and the daisy. And then the front pouch pocket, I also added the interfacing, ironed it on. And so we're going to pin right sides together, the back of the tote bag to the front panel. And I'm using these little clips, just going to go around and pin that in place. And I did it for both bags. I actually kind of made both bags at the same time, and it worked out really great. All right, so now we're going to sew all the way around using a 5/8 inch seam line. And then I'm going to go back and trim that a little bit and clip the bottom of the bag, the rounded part, so it turns easier. Just using a regular straight stitch. And we're going to go all the way around that bag, stopping right at the top of that panel. All right, now we're going to trim that raw edge and then clip around the bottom just to make it more flexible when turning. And so now we're going to turn the purse inside out and push out, and you can go back and press this for a cleaner look, but I just pushed it out with my hand. So cute. And then we're going to sew or pin on that pretty lace over on the side. So just push this out. All right, we're going to turn it over. And now we're going to take that lace piece and go around the edge, right sides together, of that top panel. That's the flap that comes down on the purse. So I'm just taking about 1 inch of the lace and going around the back, and we will catch that when we sew our lining to this purse. So you won't see that raw edge of that lace. Now the pattern said to hand baste the lace on instead of sewing it. So I'm just taking a needle and thread, and right along the edge of the lace and the purse, I am just hand basting all the way around, removing those clips. And this, make sure you don't pull it too tight and gather it. We are just basting it in place. Now I've sewed the lining together just like I did the purse, and we're going to take right side together with that flap and match the top flap, and we're going to pin that in place right on top of that lace, making sure it's laying nice and flat, and then we will take it to the machine and sew all the way around. Now we are just sewing the flap, not the base of the purse, the bottom part, because that we will turn and tuck into the purse. So I'll show you that step next. We're just basically sewing right around that lace on that top flap. I love these little clamps. They just work so great instead of worrying about pins. All right, I'm going to go all the way around with the little clips. Okay, you can see what it looks like, and now we're going to go and sew very close to that edge, making sure to catch the lace and the bottom of the purse. All right, so going over to the sewing machine, and you can see I'm starting down there at the bottom. We're going to catch that lace, and you won't even see the raw edge, and then I'm going to go all the way around that circle. Now I just kind of took my time, did it rather slowly. I just wanted to make sure I was catching the lace and the bottom piece. And we're going to go all the way around. Then we're going to turn this out, and you'll see how pretty it is and how finished that lace looks. Now if you didn't want to do lace and you wanted to do a ruffle of the same fabric, you could certainly do that, but I just think this really adds to the purse and makes it so cute with the lace. And I have a tub full of my mom's lace, and I'm trying to use it up. All right, so we go all the way down to that last piece. All right, I back stitch it in place, and we are done with this step. Okay, I'm going to cut some of that edge off, and then I'm going to turn it. I'm just snipping off a little bit of the extra there so it will lay nice and flat. All right, so now we have attached the lining to the top flap of our purse, and now we're going to turn it, and you can see how perfectly that lace is sewn in between the two pieces of fabric, and you just pull it out. I did take my little iron and go over and press. Now the bottom lining gets tucked inside of the purse. Just push it down in there, and with your hands spread it out across the purse, and now your purse is lined. Isn't that cute? All right, I'm going to show you how to go back and finish that raw edge on the front flap. We're just going to fold this over twice and then machine stitch between the two side seams, and I'll show you a close-up of that in a few moments. But that is the purse, and we're going to take a piece of fabric 28 inches long and about 3.5 inches wide, and I have folded it over so that the raw edges are on the inside. I've pressed it, and now I'm going to sew straight down the seam line, catching both pieces of material. This is just a standard way I do straps, and we only need one strap per bag, and I made it out of the lining fabric. So here is the inside flap there. You can see where I have just turned it twice and sewed it down so it's nice and finished. Sewed it straight across there. And then the little straps, I folded the raw edge under, pinned it in place, and then sewed a little square on top. And did the same thing for the other side. So now our purse is finished, but we need to embellish the outside flap. So I'll share with you how I did that. I took a round piece of the lining fabric and sewed a stitch and gathered it and made a yo-yo. Now these are easy to make and you can make them any size. And sewed it together. Then I'm going to take a pretty little white flower that I got out of my button stash, and I'm going to sew it right on top of that little yo-yo. Here is the cute little flowers with a bead in the middle, and it just matches that bag perfectly. So I'm going to stitch that to the yo-yo and then stitch the yo-yo to the front flap of that bag. Now I want to make sure I don't catch the back side so you won't see the stitches on the other side. So I'm just tacking that little flower right to the center. And we're going to attach that to the top flap of the purse. Very carefully. I don't want it to go all the way through, so very carefully. Just pull that needle through that top layer of fabric in the lining, and then there we go. That's it. All right, I did the same thing with the little daisy. I took some of that lace and cut it into a strip and then gathered that and tied a knot, and then I made a flower with the lace and put a little button in the middle. So here are our completed purses. They turned out so cute. I don't think I need a snap or anything because that flap is pretty heavy and it lays flat. So cute little purses. There's so many things you could do with this. You could certainly make them bigger. You could make them out of all different kinds of fabric, but I think they turned out really cute. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a blessed day.